Hey, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having an absolute magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We have a new, never-before-seen deck. It's Izzet Wizards, the color combination of red and blue. We have Vadrik, Kaza, and Eruth. They don't really see a lot of play, so we wanted to show them some love in what I originally expected to be, a super jank deck, but it's actually being fairly competitive against some of the top meta decks, which is crazy. So we have some fantastic magic to showcase for you today. But before that, we're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, and then, like I said, we're going to demonstrate this within the gameplay footage. We'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and of course, it's a pack opening time, huh? At the end of each video, we'll open a pack, which is super duper exciting. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's take a look at the deck. Oakley dokely, Izzet Wizet. That would be a better name than this. Just Wizard with a Z because it's an absolute sleeper. Vadrik, Astral Archmage. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as it enters the battlefield. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is Vadrik's power. You don't say. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a +1/+1 counter on Vadrik. This is absolutely fantastic, and we are forcing that day-night cycle, not only through, the organic manipulation via instant speed interaction, but the Celestis here as well. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as the Celestis enters. We can pay 1 to add any color of mana, which is not pay 1, tap it to add 1 mana of any color. Easy. Then we can pay 3 and tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night, right? Vice versa, it just flips. Activating this only at sorcery speed. We're going to gain 1 life, draw a card, and then if we do, we'll discard a card. So again, a great way to help us sift through our library, which is really nice. But now we combo over to our second wizard, Eruth, Tormented Prophet. Whenever you draw a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Instead, you may play those cards this turn, right? So we're forcing the day-night cycle with the Celestis. By doing so, it forces a draw, which triggers the Tormented Prophet. This draw now becomes double value. This is fantastic. And then it's not only that draw, it's all our draws. Now, I do want to note while we're here that it is a double-edged sword, because there are certain scenarios where you'll draw a card that you didn't necessarily want to draw yet. A card that you can't cast at the time that you drew it. You could draw a creature on your opponent's turn, things like this, or a sorcery speed spell. However, the value is net positive here, I feel like. So Eruth is really a key component of the deck. And then, we also have Kaza, not really fitting in so nicely with the chain of wizards, but, definitely not letting us down. For 2 mana, it's a 1/2 with flying and haste, and we can tap it. For the next instant or sorcery spell we'll cast this turn will cost X less to cast, where X is the number of wizards you control as this resolves. So, it's very, very good because we're going to have 3 wizards in play, right? We're going to have Vadrik, we're going to have Eruth, we're going to have the Roil Chaser. So reducing instants and sorceries by 4 if Vadrik's power is 1, and it goes up from there, right? And really, the highest we can possibly get is to 6 for Magma Opus. But, 4 is going to be just fine. 4 makes everything, castable for its organic mana value. 3 mana for the Seagate is going to be ridiculous. 1 mana for Crush the Weak, Heated Debate, really early on, which is really quite cool. So it makes us able to play multiple spells per turn at relative ease. And now that we've reduced things by like a ridiculous amount, your next instant or sorcery costs 5 less to cast, for example, we can throw in Night Up the Light because A, we're going to have a massive spell cost reduction, but B, we're also mid-game now, right? We've got 5-6 mana up organically, the Celestis is there, so why not deal just like 13 damage or, who knows how much with Light Up the Night. If it's a creature or planeswalker, it's going to deal 1 bonus damage, which is quite nice, and then it has flashback for 4, so we can drop loyalty counters from it for the recast if we wanted, right? But sometimes we just like to keep our planeswalkers. Rowan, not only reducing spells here alongside Will, but the +1 dealing some chip damage, which kind of makes the overall lifting of our other spells a little bit easier, so it's not as much weight for them, right? Light Up the Night doesn't now have to deal 20 damage, it can deal a little bit less than that because we got some attackers, we're doing some chip damage, and then it just finishes the game, right? So reducing the workload of our other spells here, which is nice. And then -4, if we can now pay 2, we get an emblem in which we cast an instant or sorcery. We can pay 2. If we do, we get to copy it and choose new targets. Okay, that's ridiculous, right? That'll be very, very good for us. And then will, creature has base power and toughness of 0-2. Draw 2 cards for -3, which is really good with Eruth. And then -7, exile 5 target permanents. For each permanent exiled this way, its controller creates a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. So this is like an alternative win con for us, in which we can just like smash home with a bunch of lands or wizards or whatever treasures we can make into them, right? So very cool to create a bunch of 4/4s with will. We have removal and interaction, not only through Light Up the Night, but we also have the smashing, which we mentioned. Heated Debate, can't be countered, 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Crush the Weak, 2 damage to each creature. If it would die, exile it. Foretell for 1, which, you know, we don't really care about. We just like to deal 2 damage to each creature at the end of the day. Devious Cover Up, counter target spell. This is very nice. If it was countered, exile it, and then we get to grab some stuff from our graveyard, shuffle it back in. So, you know, the tech here is you discard Opus to create the treasure to help you ramp, and then you shuffle the Opus back into your deck with Devious Cover Up, right? That's really quite nice. Syncopate, you know, countering spells and exiling them here as well, which is nice. And then March of the Swirling Mist to protect your wizards. And I actually like this because, you know, say you draw it with Eruth and it's going to go away. You lose it because it's on your main phase or your turn. You can actually cast it on your end step before you lose it to phase out your wizards on your opponent's turn so they can't interact with any removal. That's sorcery speed. And if they do have instant speed removal, now they have to skip their turn and wait for you to untap because... or like unphase out and untap simultaneously, and now you could again have more interaction, which is pretty crazy, right? So cool stuff there with March of the Swirling Mist. Seagate's going to help us draw a bunch of cards, of course, which is quite nice. The Opus is really what we're building towards for 8. 4 damage, divide it however you want, and then tap 2 permanents, create a 4/4, draw 2 cards, which is, you know, pretty gosh down ridiculous. We've got the Hall, we've got the Den for creature-based lands, Crucible and Soaring City for the interaction, which is quite nice. And then the Pathway and Coast for land consistency's sake to round us off. Holy Toledos, that is the deck. It's an odd deck. It doesn't have too much wiggle room, but again, you know, it's weird when you look at it, but at the end of the day, it's performing. So I mean, it's hard to argue with that, which is really cool. So I'm excited to kind of continue to play with Eruth. And, you know, I've seen this card for a while. It looks so nice for 3-drop, like a 3-drop draw engine, and it's a 2/4. Like that 4 toughness makes it fairly defensive. Really do appreciate that. So having a lot of fun with Eruth, and I think that there's a lot of untapped potential here, right? It's something that I've not seen any of the other creators build around. And, you know, I'm excited to hopefully kind of inspire some more Eruth builds here as well. So cheers, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll check out the gameplay footage, and then we're going to open up the pack. Let's go. Going first, we mulliganed to 6. Really like this. Probably being a dingling and tossing our only removal spell. You don't know me. Intapped, that's fine. And then we have the Crucible up next with the Roil Chaser. We can hit for 1. And then I guess we drop our Vadrik immediately. They could just remove it by the looks of it. 1 mountain down into second main phase. Are you there? Hello? Is anybody home? We're gonna get right after it. Ooh. Eruthi in play. This could be a little bit of a longer match, I'm feeling. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, opponent. Obviously playing on your phone or Windows 98. Here comes the removal after the attack, question mark? Or they just want to read it. They're like, okay, 1/2, it's flying in haste. You can tap to reduce the casting cost of the next instant and sorcery. And it's dead after the attack, so we do get that 1 damage in for Frizzle. Bloomy. Remember that removal we threw away? You don't know me. Well, we have to do it. Double red, double blue. We just take this while we can get it. Hashtag never punished. I have to remember that this actually does 1 extra damage if it's a creature or planeswalker. That's something that I'm forgetting about often. We should probably just slam the Celestis, as it's a confirmed mana source. Oof. Or the Prophet to look for that removal spell. I don't even feel bad. Luminarch Aspirant is such a fantastic card. It's so good. You have to mitigate its existence. Really? Really? You're such a dirty dog, dude. Wow. They'll kill Vadrik. I don't think they'll kill Eruth. Holy Toledos. 3 Loomies in a row. That's fine. Well, the thing is, there's plenty of removal spells in the game. Sure, there's lots of removal in the game. There's only ever 1 Luminarch. So it seems weird. Though. It's like, oh yeah, you pull 2 Light Up the Nights to their 3 Luminarchs, but it should be more common to pull removal than 3 of 1 creature. Right, because removal is fairly generic. Oh, I don't think we block this, do we? We know they have excess damage to our creature if they wanted. Never punished. Hopefully it lands. Oh, it doesn't. No. They have protection. Or it's removal on my Prophet. I don't know, Doogie. We are getting very lucky, though, removing these Luminarchs. I know that much. Oh, and the luck continues. Imagine losing this match of Magic against a jank deck like this. I mean, a new competitive build. Hit for 2, down to 17. That's juicy. Now, the Tormented Prophet is actually high priority removal here. That presents a lot of value. Yarp. Now, this is a big exile if we want it. Right? Like that draw 2 on the -3 is super duper. Not taking it yet, though. We're just pushing Will up. Right? And now we can basically force feed ourselves cards if the Prophet whiffs. I'm going to hit. I mean, Thundering Reiju kills Will. Right? It comes down as a 4 because Kumano pushes itself to 5. But I'm not entirely sure that I would have blocked it anyways. Could still do it with a land. And they take Will down to 4 there also. I like Kumano. Hits the Planeswalkers at the same time. It's our turn. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Not enough land, eh? Alright, let's Celestis. And then our Vadrik out. We can protect our field with March at any point here.
Now let's put you on ice.
So we pay 1, we reduce it by 1. I'm going to phase out my own Prophet. You leave her alone. Right? Because now, during the entirety of their turn, she'll be phased out. And we lose these cards in exile in our hand here. Like, that Opus is gone. So, this way, we retain some of the value that we drew. And now they're, like, you know, not dealing with it. If it was a Doomscar or something like this, you're donezo. And you know, maybe it was removal, and we've, at sorcery speed, that is, that we've dodged here. Which is quite nice, and yeah, I like it. Only 2 lands, but they're the correct colors. So I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, baby. Never punished. And tapped, that's fine, and then we've got a red source out. On number 2, damage for 1 or 2. Is that a Doomscar or is that a Starnheim Unleashed? Either way, I hate it. That's a sick top deck for us, though, on 2. Very, very nice. Let's hit for 1. Wedding announcements. Interesting. Could still go either way. Crush the Weak is nice here. City out, Celestis in Plizze. And, I'm gonna hit for 1. You can keep your token. I'll clean it up later, bro. I'll clean it up later. Okay, Dad? Let's see what they have for us here. Playing their 4th mana. And then holding up a Wandering Emperor. Or using it now. Oh, it's a Doomscar. I kind of put my money on Starnheim Unleashed. Interesting, Doogie. No land. That's unpleasant. I guess we could kill that token, or we just pass over. It turns to 3. It'd be harder to kill, but we could just clean it up. Let's keep that light up the night for something more important. All right, let's try to prioritize. Instead of just killing these tokens with our single target removal. Who's a dirty dog? Yes, you are. Okay. Good play. We want to save this Crush of the Week. If they do happen to get another, right? They're gonna swing for 3. Man, I wish we had the land. Just keep swinging. We have life gain through the Celestis. I mean, their Innkeeper's not going to last too long. Two cards in hand. Hopefully it's not, I guess, Storm the Festival. What the hell? A 5/7? Like Lands from the Grave. We gotta double down on that then? 6/8. We can do 4, and then we'll have to do 3. So 4. Oh no, it's reduced by Vadrik. Okay. We're okay. No blocks. Hopefully they don't have protection in hand. That will suck. Interesting. So we're reducing it by 1. And then we have 4, 5, 6 as a total of 7. So it does 6. That's not enough. I can't let them have a turn. At least spend the mana that we have available. Hopefully it lands. I can kind of see it not landing. Oh, it does. Wow. Now this is an interesting bank. We are going to get hit so hard with that layer of the Hydra. But I refuse to block with these creatures. So, yeah. Getting hit for 5, potentially 6, yep. No. Well, still probably getting hit, but not as badly. For 4 potentially if they spend the treasure, which is doubtable, so most likely. Actually, it'd be 5 because wedding announcement with the treasure. It would be 4 without it. Yeah, they spend the treasure. We're getting smacked for 7 total, plus the innkeeper, right? A little bit frustrating here. Not really the interaction we wanted. And to think how well it worked out originally. Four, 5. We reduced by 1 to 6. So we can still only play this, believe it or not. We don't have enough mana. Which is quite disappointing. And then this is everything we have for a chance to draw removal to save us. Just not enough. We get the counter. We draw and discard here organically. the double into exile, and we don't really get anything we want. Uchi. Uchi, Uchi. Courtyard. I mean, at this point, could they not almost just throw up the 2 caves? They have 9. No, they cost 5. They can throw 1 up. Ooh, and they decide to do just that. We're gonna hit for 6. Yeah. I mean, killing the layer here is not the worst, but losing our Prophet is pretty brutal. Oof skis. Oof skis. Good game. Let's just see what we can get. Just so you see how the deck is working. Frickin' land. Frickin' land, man. Oh, yeah? Just click everything, because you've lost. Maybe one of these clicks will unlock a win. No. No. That's a great game. Oakley dokely. I mean, we can keep 7. Post out into the hall. All as well. Probably discarding an Opus. I would love to get Ronin's emblem off. Like, that would be the tits. Straight up. And then if we don't find our 3rd land, we could still cast it. Which we will. You jerk. Okay, heated debate. Times 2. Oh, wow. Okay, so probably just killing this. Pass turn. I mean, if it's a Righteous Valkyrie, I'm just going to kill that. Or I'll still kill... Oh, interesting. We'll get a land. We'll get a land. We'll get a land. We'll get a land. And kill this now so they can't use its ability. Another Valkyrie. Would you stop it? Stop it! Well, it's going to remain a 1-1. Literally, you can hit me for 1. That's fine, bro. Not. Could you imagine letting that interplay? Frick right off, Randolph. I like discarding the Opus and then bringing it back. You know who doesn't like that? Eco. Sorry, G. Okay, the land is good, and we've got a 3-drop. Let's see if it pays off for us. In tapped, then a mountain, and a coast. We can hold up Syncopate here. Could be worse. Field wipe will do. Right, obviously Kumano needs to be dealt with. So we're looking for Crush the Weak. Boros deck. This is a nice counter because you also nullify that Kumano trigger. So they have haste. So we don't want to play Ronin. She'll probably just get blasted. Out you go, Willis. Third land. Ouch. Sometimes I just pray that the Boros deck bricks. Oh, and we get dunked on, too. Good on him. Good on you, William. Okay, so we could march still. Just phase it out. Protect Ronan. And then next turn we have double removal. Okay. For 2 down to 1.
I'll make quick work of you.
End turn, we go to night. Hoping we don't see another haste creature here. Nope. Get done. Now we can see where this attack goes. Now we need big draws, baby. Big draws, baby. No, they get her anyways. Shoot. Okay. That should help us sift through the deck at the very least. Ooh-wee. It's your girl. What's that last card, yo? Not playing it. So expensive now. Why you make this so expensive? Last turn, it remains night. I might force it and just look for a different card here. Right, we're gonna save that. Down to 14. It's like the one thing I don't want right now, that typically I always want. Six, 7. We still need 2 more, or just like a way to organically deal with Thalia. Oh, why do you tempt me like this? Why do you tempt me? Alright, Opus. It was fun. I'll always remember you. Choices, 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 right? Okay. 3 to 6, 3 to 13 from 16. Will take us to 11, actually, with Dahlia. Might race. I like to go fast. Can't believe you attacked with Dahlia. That literally opened up 4 damage for me. good. As long as it's not a ratio. Down to 10, they could hit for another 5, down to 5. Which is fantastic, let's be honest. They double cast Celestis triggers. They play another creature, we can fry it with the smashing. That's no problem. Interesting. I mean, they're doing the thing. Like, this is that deck. It's a hard deck to beat. Very, very hard deck to beat. And I think we've already taken it down once today. And at the very minimum, you know, we're faring well, you know, within this match. It's close. We're going to need some luck off the top. Most certainly. But it's a good game. It's a very good match. Get the ropes up. Maybe they're just sitting on lands and they don't like it. And that's that. However, if I were in their situation, I understand that it's probably worth it to think about the play. They've gone to their combat phase here just now. We're gonna hit for 2 to 8. Keep the flyer back to block. Interesting. Oh! That's their second cast. We do flip today, and they exile us here on the stack. I will tap this, though. Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah, we'll give you a chance. We like the life gain. ER. A little here, a little there. Thank you. Ooh, dang, girl. And, well, I don't know so much. Brisket for the biscuit. This is what I mean. This is a good match. Like, this is close. I'm down to 9, literally on the brink of being dead. Next turn, we hit for 4, 5, 6. And we could also any target this, correct? So we have... Oh, no. I need to hold up this heated debate. Right? That's important. So I could... Thinking... 6, 7, 8. We could hit them for 7. We're so close. I'm gonna try this one more time. They just have to kill us, I guess. This life gain is pretty nice here, too. They get Kumano. They have the cave. We have them both blocked. There's 2 cards in hand. We hold up removal. Worst case scenario, they deal with the Roil Chaser first, forcing us to tap it before the block gets declared. Yarp. 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 Alright, 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 alright. Wow. That was a fantastic match of Magic. Win or lose, that was a really good game. Wow. Good for us. I hope you enjoyed. Oakley dokely. Izzet Wizards. Very, very interesting. I can't say that all of our matches were ultra competitive, but definitely a few of them were. Like, multiple Luminarch aspirants, ridiculous. This is a Boros deck in general. Even that second matchup was no slouch. Like, they had their Thundering Reiju, they had all the goodies, but we're just like somehow dealing with it all, which I literally can't comprehend. I honestly thought this deck was trash, but it's maybe not. You know, it's like it's a Izzet build without Goldspan Dragon. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. How did you make this work, HGG? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know what we're going to do. We're going to get into this pack right now. Holy Toledos. We have opened a bunch of these packs. And I'll tell you what. We have a bunch of them to give away. There's a special announcement on my Twitch this evening. I don't know if you guys are down to clown. We're going to have an evening stream. Of course, if you're watching this video today, it is... What is the day? It's the 28th. Beautiful forest here. Maybe the Arc Druid. And within this announcement, you know, we're going to talk about some giveaways because you yourself could get your hands on some of these packs, which is super exciting. So more information on that tonight, live on Twitch, twitch.tv/HelloGoodGame. Get that Death Tyrant in, baby. The Busybody. I like that. Inspiring Leader. This is actually cool. You don't mind that. Caller of the Small. LOL. There's a joke in there somewhere, right? Interesting. But do we really care? Do we really care? Give me... Uh-oh. I see it. Did you see that, chat? Did you see that? Uh-oh. Here it comes. Ooh. I was hoping a dragon. I was honestly hoping a dragon, but what is this? Fury of Avernus. Harlack. For 5 mana. It's a 5/4. Thieving Barbarian. This is a holographic as well, I believe. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Whenever you attack, if it's your first combat phase of the turn, untap all attacking creatures. They gain first strike until the end of turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Choose a background. Wow, that's actually really, really good. I like that. Uh-oh. Oh, back-to-back mythics, baby. Full art, 3 mana, Vexing Puzzle Box as an artifact. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, put a number of charge counters on Vexing Puzzle Box equal to the result. We can tap it, add mana of any color, roll a d20, and then we can tap it to remove 100 charge counters from Vexing Puzzle Box. Search your library for an artifact card, put it into the battlefield, and then shuffle. That is pretty cool. That is worth our time. Another holographic uncommon here, you know, just coming in that slot. And then the Novice Knight. This is actually an extra card. This is an M19, so it doesn't belong in the set, but a very, very good card, right? As long as it's enchanted or equipped, it can attack, so it didn't have Defender. And that's a 2/3 for 1. Holy. Plus it's a human, which is quite nice. Look at those pulls, baby. Beautiful. And like I said, you yourself could win not only some of these packs, which, you know, we've got a bunch of them, but you could also win Brawl decks. Heyo! And we've got a ton of other cool prizes and goodies and events planned. but they'll be released, a dossier, if you will, this evening live on Twitch. Come hang out. I appreciate you guys. Have an absolute magical day. Woof. See you soon in the next.